is your name and what do you do?
Hi, my name's John. I coach with a boxing group called Glove Up for Good. We also support a local charity called Vegans. We're doing a 12-month campaign, so we do a different challenge every month, and it's all for the charity Vegans.
How did you get into boxing?
I got into boxing, I was probably about your age, and moved to a new neighbourhood. And one of my neighbours, Dad was an ex-semi-pro boxer, and of course he learnt how to box. They had a gym set out in their garage. My dad got friends with his dad, they started talking and invited me down, and I never looked back since.
How long have you been boxing for?
So on and off, must be, I've got to give my age away now, must be at least 30 years. 30 years. 35 years, mate.
Why did you want to teach others?
Because you get I think you get a lot of satisfaction in helping other people get better. You know, it's good for people for all sorts of reasons, for their fitness, for their mental health. And just from learning what it did for me and experiencing all the good I got from it, I thought, you know, this is something that other people should get into as well. And it's just anything you're passionate about, you usually want to share with other people. So that's why I teach.
Can you tell us about the charity?
Yeah, sure. So Vegans basically was founded 150 years ago. It was a man called James Vegan who was helping orphan kids living on the streets get shelter and have a sort of a sense of worth again. And basically it sort of evolved from that into what it is today. Basically Vegans, if they had to give a mission statement, I guess they'd say that they help families in crisis. So they deal with all sorts of home-related, family-related problems, be it domestic abuse, mental illness, all sorts of things they're handling. So it's a charity which touches a lot of our hearts. We know somebody, at least most of us know somebody who would probably benefit from this charity or who have benefited from this charity. So we thought it was poignant as well because with lockdown there was a higher rise in domestic abuse, there was a higher rise in mental illness, and we decided that what better charity to support given the current situation with the COVID and the lockdown and everything.
I've been Joe for Eastbourne Youth News. Back to Ashton in the studio.
Joe, I'm Ashton from Youth News down at the studio. Hello, how are you today?
I'm very well, Ashton. Good to be here. Lovely to have the sun out. Always a pleasure to be in Kingsmere and Conqueror Hall.
I'm pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us today.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
For anyone who doesn't know, today we are here with Stephen Lloyd, former MP of Eastbourne. You continue to do great things for our town. What do you enjoy doing the most?
Well, first off, obviously, Ashton, things are a bit weird at the minute because of, you know, coronavirus, what have you. To me, the main thing is that I've always been really close to, or felt a great affection for Eastbourne. So it was a bit of a pain losing the election in December, I won't lie about that, because without those letters MP after my name, I don't have anywhere near the same influence and power that I had, which is frustrating, because a lot of people still come to me for help, and I actually have to say, I'm sorry I'm not able to help you, because public bodies, statutory bodies, they won't take any representation from me on behalf of residents without the letters MP. So that's really frustrating. What do I love though? I love the town. We're having a terrible time because of COVID, but the sense of community within Eastbourne is fantastic. That actually to me is much more important than the bricks and mortar sense of community. This afternoon, for instance, I'm going to be going shopping for one of the elderly people that I shop for. And I know that there are hundreds of people across Eastbourne who are doing that every day, every week. So it's a great place to live, it's a great sense of community, and it's great to see you two. Joe on camera, Ashton interviewing me. I know these two guys because I met them at a great annual event called Fish for Kids, which is another very good example of the community of Eastbourne.
I saw on your Facebook page you did an ice cream tour.
Well, someone has to. You know, it's tough. It's tough, Ashton, but someone has to. Well, first off, I love good ice cream. I really do. You know, I just love it. The other thing, there was an important rationale behind it, because it was as the shops were beginning to open, and you know, a lot of retailers, shop owners, ice cream owners, whatever, you know, they've been closed for 2 or 3 months. That really hits their bank balance. You know, you will have friends whose parents worked in shops, whose parents owned shops, and there was no money for 3 months, you know. So when they opened, I thought to myself, what can I do that's a bit of fun, but also actually has the important message behind it to get people to use our shops locally. So that's why I did the ice cream tour. It was good fun, but I was spreading the message, come on guys, also come to these ice cream shops, but also use all the other shops, because again, what I'm trying to do is to keep reminding everyone, Eastbourne is about, we solve our problems, we don't wait for other people to solve them. But having said that, I can never eat too many ice creams.
And what was your all-time favourite?
Oh, and you're going to be asked that. That's really difficult. Okay, Ben and Jerry's, my favourite is Chunky Monkey. Okay, because I'm a serious ice cream man. You know, you ask a question. Haagen-Dazs, my favourite is vanilla or strawberry shortbread. The others, I can take or leave them. But when I go to Fushadi's, which between you and I is probably my favourite across Eastbourne.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Don't tell anyone, upset all the other shops. But they make homemade gelato, Italian ice cream, in the basement of Fushadi's. Marino and his gang are lovely. They have such a good range of ice creams there. I often have honeycomb. I like coconut, but the main thing is they're really freshly made ice creams. Equally, you've got Thayer's, which is just the other side of Fushadi's, which does fantastic vanilla and fantastic sorbet. So there's a great choice. But if you put a gun to my head and I had to choose one, not from Fushadi's or whatever, just favourite ice cream from the shop, so I'd go Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey. So, anyway, good to see you again, Kim. Right.
So it's good to have Stephen Lloyd with us today. I'm Ashton and this is Youth News.